If there's one thing I like more than good fun, it's a good deal. So when I saw Great Wolf Lodge show up as a Groupon, I just had to have it. Great Wolf Lodge, at least the one we went to, is located in Grand Mound, Washington, which is halfway between Seattle and Portland, Maine. No, wait, that would be Saskatchewan I'm thinking of. No, it's halfway between Portland, Oregon and Seattle, Washington, or thereabouts. It's a couple hours out of town. It's actually a really great location. Anyone who's watched any of our videos in the past knows if there's one thing we really love, it's Minigolf. And of course, Great Wolf Lodge has that. They have an indoor, 9-hole, black light Minigolf. And it's only 9 holes, but it's also only like $7 or something. You get your balls. My kids are crazy people, so I let them pick everyone's colors. So apparently we all got orange. So that's kind of fun, because, yeah, fine, it's great. We all got orange balls. Cool. And it's a fun blacklight course. It's dark, but not too dark. It's light, but not too light. Even though we went in there on a Sunday, when it was still basically the weekend, peak time, we were able to find a time when it was empty enough, as in completely empty, so we could turn the light on the camera and actually get some footage. But if you don't like mini golf, my friends, there is so much to do. So let's talk about the arcade. The arcade is quite a blast. Regardless of the day of the week, it is nice and busy, but not like overly busy, not like where you can't get a game. There's enough games to go around, but it's hectic and chaotic and just wonderful. You get cards. The more you put on it, the bigger bonuses you get. And you get tickets for winning, and I mean winning. And there's some games that pay more than others, but really all you have to do to find out which games pay the most is find somebody who's got a gazillion tickets and ask them where they got them. In our case, there was a machine with an arm that pushes bonuses out to the side, and it takes some practice, but you can really rack up tickets. So for prizes, the boys got, I don't remember, some candy and a little, goofy little stuff. It's a ticket redemption counter. It's the kind of things you expect to get from a place like that. A new addition to the place since the last time we visited, which again was like 10 years ago, was the ropes course. And I'd heard about these. I'd never seen one in person. I figured I'd try it out. From our room, we could see it, so we watched it for a day, and we said, you know what, we got to do this. So there's 2 packages. It's like $16 to go in, or $20 to go in as many times as you want. Clearly, you got to do the 20. That's where the value is. So you hook up, you climb around, you go in. It's not an obstacle course. It's more like a playground. There is no way in and way out. You can pass people, you can go around them. If you see an obstacle you don't like, skip it. If you see one you do like, do that. If you want to do the same thing 5 times in a row, do that. And kids of all ages can go in. If you're under 48 inches, you have to have a parent or, competent adult supervisor with you. But it's really a lot of fun. And there's zip lines in it, and there's, little steps you got to go over. I wanted to get some footage from inside of it, but the rules are that unless you have like a GoPro or something that's mounted to your body, it's just not safe to bring in something that could fall on another guest. So I appreciate that. I understand how that works. There's a few places to get food on site and some around the area, and you're only a few miles from Chehalis where there's everything you could possibly want. But the best value on site for food is the pizza. Now they've also got cheesy bread. That's a good deal, but really the pizza's where it's at. It's a large and it's like, $16, $17. It is basically street pricing for what is actually really good food. But the best value, and this is something you need to know about when you arrive, is the souvenir cup. It's like, I don't know, $15 or something, and it's good for unlimited refills of anything from the Coke Freestyle machines or the icy, slushy machines for the duration of your stay. That is where you go and make your money back. But before we get to the water park, the big attraction I gotta talk about is MagiQuest. What is MagiQuest? I don't know. Why don't you tell me? Oh, right, I'm the one doing the talking, I'll tell you. MagiQuest is an electronic interactive game. Now, we've been to Great Wolf Lodge before. They had it back then, it was a long time ago. And it's the same game, it's just as fun. You go into the gift shop, you select your wand. Once you got your wand picked out, you buy it and you pay for the game. And the person working there tells you exactly what it is you're going to be doing. Now, don't worry if you get confused, because you can always come back when you get hung up, which, believe me, we did. They're very gracious about it. They know the game inside out. So what you do is you buy the wand and you start going around on your quest. You can pick your quest, you can pick your adventure, and it's great because it wears the kids out. The stations where you have to use this wand, which is, the wand uses infrared like a remote control, and you shake it to point it at different obstacles, and the obstacles either unlock or give you some coins or tell you that it's the wrong one and to keep looking. The stations are all throughout the lobby, all throughout the sitting area by the fireplace, but they're also in the stairwells and elevator lobbies going up to the 5th floor. And to play the game, you're supposed to use the stairs, not the elevator. And kids are encouraged to do that because there's things to find in the stairwells that if you cheat and use the elevator, you're not going to find. So your kids are going to be running up and down stairs all day. What better way to wear them out so you can actually get some sleep at night? Because the place is so fun, they won't want to go to sleep. But they will. Now, if you do go with more than one kid, as we did on account of having 4, you may be a bit put off by the price. The wands are, $15-20 each. The game is another $16. And if you multiply that by 2, 3, 4 kids, all of a sudden you're talking real money. But what the lady at the counter encouraged us to do, she said, you know what? Why don't you guys split up into teams? And if that's still prohibitive, why don't you get one wand and one game and see how it goes? So that's what we did. I said, boys, listen. We'll get one wand and one game, and if you really love it, we'll come back. We'll add additional games, which you can. There's Shadow Quest, there's other games within the same system you can use. And, you can each get a game and start running around like crazy. Well, there's so much fun stuff to do, we would not have had time for each boy to play his own game. Instead, they shared one game, and it worked out great. And the wand is something you get to take home. You can bring it back next time you come and play again. You use the same wand. And if you complete your quest, at least most of it anyway, you get to fight the dragon. And we were lucky enough to have an older teenage boy just outside the door who had just beaten it to help us figure out what in the heck we're doing. Did we slay the dragon? Oh my, yes. Oh my, yes, we did. The cost for a trip to Great Wolf Lodge may seem a bit steep, but you have to remember the average room holds 6 to 8 people, and you get unlimited access to the water park for every day you're there. And not just every day, but I'll get into that in a little bit. But I'd be crazy if I didn't mention the water park. Oh my goodness, the water park. Being this far north, it has to be indoors, or if not, it has to be seasonal, but this is a year-round place, and it's great every day of the year. The interior space, as you can see in the videos, is massive. It is massive, and it is tall, and there is kind of everything you could want. The wave pool is great. It's something like 5 minutes on, a few minutes off, and it alternates between straight waves and diamond patterns that kind of push you around a little more. and people just love it. There's a little kids play area, which is designed for the little kids, the 3 to 5s. And then there's the big Great Wolf Tower structure with all kinds of hoses and buckets and slides, everything a kid up to, I'd say, 10 could want. But when you graduate from that, you get into the slides. And even Max, at 7, did the big slides. And the big slides are fun. I wish I could show you footage from inside them, but my camera's not waterproof, and I'm not about to destroy a 4K camera just for this. Nope. It is wild. For the 2 biggest slides, you don't even have to bring your own inner tubes up. There's a conveyor elevator that brings them up for you. All you have to do is go get in line. Now, the lines on a weekend might take you, 10, 20 minutes to get through. On a weekday, it could be 5 minutes, or in some cases, we had no lines at all. And these are big, wild, fun rides. Not too dangerous, not too scary. Like I said, the 7-year-old went on them, but it was great. And when you come back down, the bucket is just waiting for you to get dumped on once again. Another neat thing about Great Wolf Lodge is they like to do seasonal stuff. So we happened to go there on the first day of Halloween stuff. We didn't realize that's what the dates I picked were, but that's just how it worked out. So there was a dance party, which I can't show you the footage of because I can show you the footage, but I can't play the music because it's all, Thriller and Monster Mash, and I don't have the rights to those, but I can show you what it looks like. There was also trick-or-treating around the property. You're invited to wear costumes. There's all kinds of crafts and activities, and it just makes for a lot of fun. And in December, there will be a, Christmassy sort of thing, and we're hoping to go back for that. It's not determined for sure yet, but if we do, we'll get you some great footage. But a really neat thing is, in addition to the rooms, which I said are great, and I'll show some footage mixed in here of different rooms, they also have conference facilities. And if you're going to do a conference and you've got families with kids, oh my gosh, what a great place. Instead of your kids being stuck in the room, bored out of their minds. I mean, sure, there's Wi-Fi at Great Wolf Lodge. That's wonderful because all the kids have devices these days. But there's so much to do that the kids won't be bored and driving you crazy all day. And when you get back to the room afterwards, they'll be tired. So I said I'd get back to the whole time of day check-in thing and best values and all this, and this is the part you're not gonna believe. Normally when you go to a hotel, you check in at like 4 p.m. and you check out at like 11 a.m. And that is the only time you're at the property. Well, with Great Wolf Lodge, it's a bit different. If you're checking in on, say, Tuesday, even though your room may not be available until 4, you can start using the water park at 1. And in some cases, people have reported being able to use it even earlier. And on the day you check out, even though you check out at 11, you can still use the water park and all the stuff for the rest of the day. So if you were to go for just one night, that means you would get 2 full days in the water park, 2 full days of all the fun activities, of all the things on site, of everything.